This is my commentary for Alexander Yanai 1. I asked myself, what is the function of this lesson? What are the main movements? Obviously, this lesson is called sidebending, and we do a lot of sidebending movements. Moshe Feldenkrais himself often described the function of sidebending, that it is the most direct way to learn how the ribs and spine can move in relation to the pelvis. In Alexander Yanai 1, he emphasized that without sidebending, rotation is incomplete and walking becomes stiff. So functionally, he linked sidebending to walking. Every step requires shortening on one side, lengthening on the other, looking around to turn your head and eyes freely. The trunk must participate through sidebending and rotation, and free breathing. The ribs can expand and on one side while closing on the other, making breathing more dynamic. When you can bend sideways easily, you can rotate, you can walk, you can breathe, and you can look around yourself without effort. In this lesson, there is a lot of diagonal flexion and rotation. So instead of asking us to just bend sideways, Moshe Feldenkrais immediately combines forward diagonal flexion with rotation. Because in real life, sidebending rarely happens alone. It is almost always a part of turning, reaching, and walking. If we can think about ourselves, we all have some asymmetry side to side. While doing these complicated movements that we did in this lesson, we improve the asymmetries of our body. We all have these natural asymmetries. One shoulder may be higher, one hip may rotate slightly, one side may be stiffer. These asymmetries are normal. Also, we are not symmetrical in our organs. They reflect your habitual patterns, dominant side, past injuries. Diagonal flexion and side bending with flexion. When you bend diagonally or side bend while flexing, rotating, you move the spine, ribs, and pelvis in multiple directions at once. This engages both sides of the body in a coordinated, aware way. That promotes symmetry. The nervous system notices differences between right and left. By practicing slow, controlled diagonal and side-bending movement, you gradually even out tension and length differences, because each side learns to do what the other side can do. It doesn't force perfect symmetry, but it increases functional balance, weight shifts, rotation, and extension, flexion become smoother and more efficient on both sides.